Hello everybody, my name's Kaiza and welcome to episode 2 of the FoolishCraft server. In the last episode, at the very ending of the last episode, I said that we were going to be looking back on some footage from the day 1 experience. I feel like we already went over a lot of the day 1 stuff, and all that's left is like some mining and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you want to go watch it, there's a VOD of the entire stream from day 1 where Bo and I ran around to cause mischief and just got into a whole lot of random situations in the nether, in the overworld, meeting for the first time this season on day 1. Everything is in that VOD. So if you want to go see the mining expedition, you can skip to the end of the VOD and just watch that there. I don't feel like there's enough for the episode, if I'm honest with you. The only thing that really happened in that episode was Trez the magical fish came into stream chat and was just like chilling and giving us riddles and stuff like that. If you want to go see that, go check out the VOD for the Twitch channel. I'll put a link in the description below. But other than that, I think we have some explaining to do, because I was a bad content creator and I kind of let myself just play on the server for a week. And what I did not expect to happen was exactly what happened. Bo and I just kind of went ham, and how do I say this? How do I explain this? We kind of skipped all of the beginning stuff. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. We kind of passed the beginning of the game. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Kaiza, what the heck do you mean by that? How do you skip the beginning of the game? Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you real quick. You see, we did this thing, and it took a while to do. We built an entire trading hall. Yeah, like every enchantment known to man. There's villagers down there. We have a villager breeder. We have 3 auto farms. We have 4 auto farms with melons and pumpkins, including, and then like the villagers, and there's potatoes and sugarcane, and we also have bamboo, so I guess there's more than that. And we have like every tree type known to man. Chickens are auto cooking. We have lava chicken somewhere down in the basement over there. We also have like chickens over there collecting eggs so we can have their babies, because we want their babies. We want stupid amounts of their babies. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, I will show you everything. But I think the best thing that we can do right now is just to kind of do a little tour around the house and then show you what I kind of got up to within that week time span where I just kind of was on the server hanging out and chilling and getting to know new people, because we are playing with a bunch of new people on this server. Like it wasn't really well explained in the first episode, but Mishmash had a merger with the FoolishCraft server, so now we're just all fools, which makes sense to a lot of people. It's a good title to have. But yeah, let's just like forget the fact that I did not record anything and pretend like I did and kind of give you a tour of everything that's happened in this house, because a lot has happened in this house in the first week. So yeah, let's just go with that. Let's go. Let's show you the tour. Come on, let me show you around. Welcome to my crib style. Okay, so where you always begin. Let me get my arms back because it's a little ridiculous. Let me show you around a little bit because it is a little ridiculous what we have. Everything that you are about to see is within the first week of the server. So we got like mangrove trees. We got like every type of wood imaginable, one of every tree. So, you know, trees secured, check. Bamboo, check. Nether warts, check. Cocoa beans, check. Like everything is up here. We have villagers over here making the babies so we can enslave them. We have potatoes here. I don't feel like this. No, these are our 2 potato farms. So these 2 are potatoing and doing the things with the potatoes. So they are throwing them at this guy who is forever trapped in this box and is going down to our storage system. What else? There are other things around here. We have sheep, as everyone does. We have cows, as everyone does. We have all the flowers. There's a cat that thinks it's cow. It's great. If you go in here, and go upstairs. We have the enchanting table, as everyone does within the first, like, day, right? People enchant their stuff within the first day of being on a server? Yeah? That's normal? We're gonna pretend like that's normal. If you go out here, we have chickens. There's a lot of chickens. We have a little sugarcane thing going on, and a zombie that's just having the time of its life. The time of his life. Yep. Okay, let me show you the villager area, because this is the part that's kind of ridiculous. We have every villager in alphabetical order for all the enchantments. Every single one of them. Whoop. Every single one of them. So we just have every single villager for all the enchantments in alphabetical order. That was a must for me. And then on this side, we have the iron traders down there. We have the map guys, because maps. We have our main source of the emeralds, which is all of the villagers that are the farming villagers, because we also have this thing, which is we also have this thing, which is the melon and pumpkin farm that Bo built like day 2 of us just hanging out and doing stuff around this house. So they get fed with all the pumpkins, melons, and the potatoes when we feel like just torturing ourselves and giving these guys a pocket of potatoes each. Yeah, that takes a while. We have some Fletchers. We have whatever these guys are, shepherds. And then we have a lot of these guys and stonemasons down there. I don't remember what these guys are. Alchemists? What are you? What are you? You're silenced. It changes their name. That's interesting. But yeah, we have all of these guys, and every single one of them is silenced, so we cannot hear them. This is not a trading hall of her and This is just a silenced trading hall. Do you hear that? No, you don't. It's wonderful. So yeah, as you can kind of see, we're pretty far into the game. We have armor. We have tools. They're just diamond. We haven't gotten netherite. You know, the first week wasn't that crazy. Something pretty important happened at the end of that week. And I feel like in this episode, we need to talk about shops, spawn, shopping, money, economy, fun things like that. Yes, I know it's not really that fun of things, but we're going to do the economy and talk about our badges. So in this season, we have something called badges. Badges are kind of like our allowance to build a shop and sell an item. If you do not have the badge for that item, you cannot sell that item. You can only sell the items that you have a badge for. So I think in this episode, we are going to talk about economy. There's shenanigans, don't worry. There's always shenanigans. There's always shenanigans. Let's get to the shenanigans. We have so many eggs. Ah, I'm missing. Hey! Oh no! Welcome back.
So good news. The
Yeah.
fall takes you down to half a heart.
From here?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed I didn't see you splatter. I thought you landed in the water somehow.
No, it was 100% sheer luck.
If you landed 1 block farther down, you would have been toast.
Yeah. I even said as I was going down, I was like, oh, I'm dead.
Nope.
Do you have a bucket of water on you?
I can. I have a bucket.
Well, but if you've got to go, I'll go down
I can
and get it. That's not a big deal. Um, but yeah, just one more bucket of water. Uh,
Mm,
I'm gonna have to go all the way back up and down at least 2 more times to get the observers and the other things. Just go down the middle. You're gonna die.
ah, I totally hit that little 2x2 of water. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just go quick. There's a creeper on the next one.
Oh god, there's more than just a creeper.
Yeah, I know.
There was a whole army.
I know there was.
Want me to go grab
We're
it?
at that point. No, 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 no. It's fine. We're
It's
at
only
that
like a
point
4 block
with the.
heart or heart drop.
Oh yeah. I thought you
5.
landed in the water.
Yeah, I'm that good. I didn't miss by half a block.
All right. This is gonna get. I'm gonna start from the top and try to work my way down. I think
Probably smart.
this could get a little hairy.
Try to stay down here. Or you want me to come up with you and be like
If you
bodyguarding?
come up, if you come up with me and you stay on like the third floor, as long as nothing spawns there, then nothing will spawn in the farm. Period, because you'll be too close to it.
Okay. Because I
Does that
can
make sense?
like, yeah, I can. Oop, I have my bow. I can kind of protect myself. Is this the third
Yeah.
floor? I think
Once
this is the third floor.
I'll tell you in just a second. Everything else looks pretty clear. I haven't seen any bad guys on any of it.
Yes, I'm on the third.
Awesome. I would have gotten it done.
You would have.
Really? Really?
So one of the big things that we have going on this season is a little different from what I'm used to, but it's following kind of in line with what Hermitcraft does over on their server, where we actually have permits to sell different items. We're not calling them permits, obviously, but we're calling them badges. So we have different badges. Everyone got 2 badges at the beginning of the shopping district, which opened only this past week. So we're right in line with getting our shops up, I promise. We had a little pop-up shop for a little while that sold some books and stuff like that, but we had no permits to do any of those. Those were all just kind of on a whim, just kind of getting stuff out there, and we were allowed to do that until permits were given, or badges were given out. So now that we have our badges, our pop-up shop has come down. We are abiding by the rules, I promise. We got completely bought out. I did like a huge flash sale and everyone bought everything. So that's gone. And in place, we have a nice plot for a new shop. Now, we have a couple shops this season. So we started with 2. We got one of the big fancy ones along the top there, the one with the G on it, that's like a starburst kind of deal. We got one of those, and we got a vendor badge. Vendor? Trader. We got a trade badge. So the high tier is the guild badge. The guild badge are like the most desirable shops, things that people are going to buy a lot of probably. And just the ones that everyone is going to be gunning for more than likely. Next is the trader badges. Trader badges are like the second tier. And they are like, you know, the more desirable stuff, but they're not as hard to get or as expensive as the guild badges. And then the last one is the vendor badges. So you can see here I don't have any trader badges because I gave my trade badge away to Lottie, who had who wanted to get rid of her guild badge. She didn't want it. She wanted the one that I had, the trader badge that I had. So we actually went ahead and traded it off. Now I started with this one, shulker and storage shop. So I'm allowed to sell shulkers. We can actually take it down. It is like these. Look at this thing. This thing is unnecessarily large. Like it's the size of me. It is the size of me. So, okay, this zombie's getting annoying. Anyway, so we have a shulker and storage shop, which allows me to sell shulker. So this badge allows me to sell shulker shells. Sell shulker shells by the seashore. Dear Lord, that is hard to say. Sell shulker shells. Shulker boxes. I assume shulker boxes. Because why not? I have shulker shells, and there's no badge for a shulker box. And ender chests. So we're going to be doing exactly that. We're going to be selling shulker shells and boxes and ender chests. Very easy to get. The end is not open yet, so my shop is going to be a little slow to go up. But that is the one that I originally got. I got to pull first. I wasn't there. Boetic pulled for me, and he pulled me an amazing badge. I'm very happy with that badge. That was a big one. That was not the one that I was hoping for, but I am so happy that I got it. I got a trade badge after that. My trade badge was for like red, orange, yellow, and brown terracotta. I hate gathering terracotta. I did not want to have to go through all that. So Lottie was actually wanting to trade for the terracotta trade badges, and she didn't want her guild badge. So we traded her that for the beacon shop. Now, I don't have to take this one off the wall. This one does not have very much special text. All that we get to sell with the beacon shop is beacons. I was very happy to get this. I will be more than happy to be out there killing the wither skeletons and fighting the wither for the beacons. I think it's going to be extremely profitable as well. So I am very happy with the beacon shop one. And again, it was not the one that I was originally wanting. I had my eye on one guild badge that I wanted more than anything else. And for the longest, and it got pulled. It got pulled during the initial drawings for the badges. And I was sad because I was going to be able to buy it if it didn't get pulled. The person who pulled it was nice enough to tell me that she thinks it's going to be better for the server if I had it, because I think I'm a little bit more active than she is. She and her two kids don't really bust the end as far as I can tell. She was on our season last server, so the Mishmash server. I didn't see her as often as I was on, and I wasn't on for very much because all the mods updated and then I couldn't get on. She went ahead and sold it to me for the price of a typical guild badge, which was 3 diamond blocks, which I happily paid her, and 3 sets of elytra wings for her and her 2 daughters that play, because it is the premium end block shop, which is misleading because we're not selling blocks. This shop allows us to sell Dragon's Breath and elytras. That's right, we got the wings. We are able to sell wings on the server, which is exciting. That is the one that I was hoping for the most. I really wanted it. I love busting the end. I love having a reason to bust the end. And since now I also sell shulker shells, since now I also sell shulker shells and boxes, I have even more reason to go and bust the end, because now I'll be able to get shulkers and elytras. And that is so exciting to me. I love busting the end. I love just taking hours and just going and flying around and taking down end cities. It is so much fun to me, and I am so looking forward to just being able to go out there and just like clear the end out for hours on hours and hours of time. So those are our high selling badges. If you notice down here, we have 6 vendor badges. Those are the lowest tier. So we have no middle tier, which is perfectly fine. I think we're going to be able to do a lot with this. Vendor badges. I wanted a monopoly. And I've taken on a lot of shops. I understand this. I know where I messed up. I didn't feel like I messed up. All of these shops are something that I wanted something to keep me busy, okay? I wanted to be able to have a reason to want to get on the server. And if I didn't want to, I wanted a reason to have to get on the server. I used to love running my shops in old SMPs that actually used like diamonds as currency and had like shopping districts and everything like that. I wanted to be busy this season because I wanted to have even more of a reason to get on. I went for an absolute monopoly on one item, and it's an annoying item to gather if you don't do it correctly. We have the means of getting it easily. We have a monopoly on glass. That's right, every type of glass. We have the basic glass shop, which is just regular glass. We have the warm stained glass, which is like the reds, yellows, and oranges. Frosted and pale, which is like the blue and pinks and purples. Shadow and neon, which is, I assume, more blacks and grays and stuff like that. And the cool stained, which is like the greens and the blues and everything like that. So we have all 16 plus regular shades of glass. The only one that we don't have is the tinted glass, and I have no idea what badge the tinted glass is with. If no one is selling it, if it got overlooked, I will happily throw it into my shop. But for right now, we have a monopoly on the 17 different colors of glass and their panes. Now I know what you might be thinking. What is this one? If you have the monopoly on glass and all of them are right here, what is this one? Well, like I said, because of the beginning of the season where Bo and I took our time and got every single villager that we could ever need for books, and a couple extra for trading purposes. Because of all those, I felt like I could complete one more shop decently easy. And that shop is the gallery wall. The gallery wall is one that I think was very overlooked by a lot of people, because I have a feeling we have a lot of decorators on this server. We have a lot of organizers on this server who don't want to go out and slay their own cows and shear their own sheep. This gallery wall allows me to sell barrels, chests, two very annoying items to craft, item frames, glowing item frames, which is going to be my downfall because glow squid ink is not the easiest thing to get for me, but I'll just find a water cave and just spam it, and paintings. The reason I grabbed this, item frames and paintings are both purchasable from traders that we have in our trading hall. Barrels and chests, I can build a nether tree farm, an exploding nether tree farm, and have as much wood as I could possibly ever get and need. The glowing item frames is going to be the only problem, and I don't feel like those are going to sell as much as the paintings and the item frames. I don't feel like we're going to get a lot of money off of this, but the traders downstairs sell them, and I didn't think anyone else was going to want to go and grab this. So those are our, what is that, 9 shops. This is obviously going to be one shop because it's all the glass. I'm putting those 3 in a shop together. And then we'll make something extremely small for the gallery wall. Make maybe like a miniature, like museum style looking shop or something like that. But those 3 are going in one shop. These 5 are going in one shop. We'll figure out what we're doing with this one down here. I feel like we should at least get that premium shop open, the one up top. And I feel like we should get the glass one going at the very least. I can sell the paintings and everything in the glass shop for a temporary solution if I need to. But I have a design for the gilded shops, and I think we're gonna go and build that. How about now? Let's do that now. Let's do that now. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Bo is currently AFK. Like, and I think he's AFKing his gold farm, which he normally takes his helmet off for. If one of these guys, you saw mending, that's nice. If one of these guys sells Curse of Binding, we might have a prank on our hands. Curse of Binding. Okay, we did have Curse of Binding. We got all of them. Okay. Good, good. I was afraid we didn't have it because it's not typically one that we want to have on there. The other problem is I have no levels. That's not too much of an issue though. We just take this and we can get enough levels to put Curse of Binding on a helmet of some sort. The question is, which head do we put it on? Okay. That should be enough levels. That better be enough levels. I'm keeping the emeralds for right now. Because I don't want to spend any more time than I have to, because we have to move fast. I don't know how long he's going to be AFK for. We have a bow. Cool. Where do we keep getting these bows? I swear, every time I go in here, there's a new bow. So we need a... dispenser. And a button. And we need to choose a head. What are we gonna choose? Let's put a dragon head on him. or a shulker. Shulker or dragon? I think the dragon's gonna be the best one. Curse of Binding. Okay. If he's at his gold farm, we're in business. If not, we put this in our ender chest and we don't speak of this until he's AFK again. But he has been AFK at his gold farm for quite some time. Is he there? He is. Okay, he does have an auto clicker on. Which is why he's moving, so he's not actually here right now. Okay. We just need this pointing... this... nope. Oh, don't go in his inventory. Ow! He wasn't AFK. He wasn't AFK. I think in this instance, we fly away! We fly away quickly! Oh no, he wasn't AFK! The thing lied! Hold on, let's get him typing. That's a good way to do this. Hold on. Can we... No! It doesn't work like that. Gotta be like right next to him, doesn't it? Ah! He's not AFK, but it's okay. Is he AFK now? Seriously? No, he's still moving around. Oh, this is even worse because he just got all these levels. Okay, he's AFK. This is why you don't go AFK without your armor on. This is the exact reason you don't go AFK without your armor on. At least some form of armor. Oh, that was chaotic. Were you meaning to do that? No. I thought that's how you were gonna take the head off. Just stare at me and burn.
I debated it. I debated on just walking straight into there. I'm assuming this is you.
No.
No, it wasn't you.
Uh-uh.
I think
I'm
it
smarter
was.
than to I'm smarter than to come back to the scene of the crime.
It's giving yourself a whole lot of credit, isn't it? I noticed it and I was like, oh, cool. And then I was like, oh, that's got cursive binding on it. How much gold do I have down there?
I love that the mouth opens and closes as you walk.
I know. It's silly.
I love it. I can't take you seriously.
It's alright. It'll make it.
Keep distance from dragon. Dragon feisty. Heard.